Let's go. What we got going on, boo? Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises go to the eternal Father, the true and living power, and his beloved Son, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, the King, giving honor to the beautiful Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, our eternal mother, and the great prince, Michael, the one who stands for the people. We are finishing up this right here, but we're going to go for a little ride. We're going to go for a little ride. You check me out on my YouTube page. Got it back up and running after a long shutdown. So, yeah. We are what's going on, children of Yasharan, children of Yahuda, children of the Almighty Power. It's time. I know y'all feeling it. Y'all feeling it. It's time. He got somebody on his passes. Yeah. It's in the side pocket. Inside, yeah. Did you go on your okay. Let's get him in the room, man. Let's get him in the room, man. Shalom! Shalom, my beautiful sister Lakeisha. Shalom. We in the house. We in the building, man. I know y'all, man, look. Man. We about to go on such a ride. He's so good, man. He's so good, man. His goodness make you cry. His goodness make you cry, man. His goodness make you cry. Like, it's unreal. And so, man, I mean, when you study so much, you have a hard time on knowing exactly where to start. When you study so much and reading that so many different books. And you got this. I'm gonna show y'all, man. You got these. Please, my people. Lakeisha, I still gotta get. Okay, thanks, love. Thanks, Buka, love. Lakeisha, I still gotta get that. First of all, I gotta get that Joshua. That book you showed me about with Joshua. But I gotta get Elijah. The secret of his powers. Right? I gotta get that. But y'all gonna see me doing a lot of this. Let me show y'all why I'm looking this way. Let me show y'all. See that? So it's me on my YouTube channel, man. You see? So we're gonna get to it, man. But this, I got, of course, gotta stay with the Bible. That's what we're coming out of it today. This, you know what I'm saying? These are very, very key right now, man. Very, very key. I got my other one in the room. And that's how I end up with all this, man. Because what I do is I read from all these books, but I go back to the foundation. Go back to the word, man. Right? For precepts, because that's where the precepts is. You know, from this one. You feel me? This right here. You see? Boy be in it. You feel me? I'm all in it. I'm all in it. So, all these books right here. Okay, bro, how he calling me right now? Bro calling me right now. Okay. Let me. How he gonna call me? I'm on live, bro. Get on my live, bro. I know I invited him in here. Yeah, I did. He didn't get my invite. See, I don't even know if Facebook. My brother Dazia Judah just called me on a live and I send him an invite to the live. But that could be on Facebook. Never know what Facebook doing. You feel me? Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's come out of here too. Feel me? So we in here. We in here. 2 Bibles. We in here, man. So let me get to it. If anybody on Facebook right now, let me shut that down. If anybody is on the Facebook live stream, please let me know, because I'm not sure what Facebook be on. Please let me know. Am I coming through clear, Bukala? Okay. Okay. So we're going to get this thing jumping, man. Let's get this thing jumping, man. Sorry, I see my hairy armpits. Matthias, what's up? So I wanted to start off in Luke. Okay, the summary is. Do I gotta get my book? Let me go in here real quick, because I was in the fourth book of Ezra. That's where I was, in the fourth book of Ezra, and yeah, I left off. This is where I left off. This is where I left off. And he says this: divine judgment upon Israel, right? This is the fourth book of Ezra. The divine judgment upon Israel, okay? Woe to you, Assyria. I'm starting on verse 8. Woe to you, Assyria, who conceal the unrighteous in your midst. O wicked nation, remember what I did to Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lies in lumps of pitch and heaps of ashes. So I would do to those who have not listened to me, says the Maker Almighty. Okay? Thus says the Maker to Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I was going to give to Israel. What do we got going on here? What do we have going on here? Tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. Tell my people, which I was going to give to Israel. Moreover, I have taken back to myself their glory, and will give to those others the everlasting habitations, which I have prepared for Israel. Okay? The tree of life shall give them fragrant perfume, and they shall neither toil nor become weary. Ask, you will receive. Pray that your days may be few. Pray that your days may be few, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch, call heaven and earth to witness. For I left out evil and created good, because I live. Because I live. Because I live. Because I live. Why did he have to reiterate that he lives? Why did he have to state that at all? Okay, that's where we at, right? And the precept that I'm gonna hop into, with this, that is given me in this book, is Revelations. Let's see what Revelations had to say. 2 and 7. And this is going to be the thing, y'all. This is going to be the thing. The red letterings is what Joshua said from the Old Testament. They just put it in the new. The question is, who is they? 2 and 7. He says, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of power. Okay. Okay. So the precept with that is Revelations 3 and 6. What did I say? He that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. Okay. So let's clarify this right here. What the Spirit said to the churches. What they would tell you, the Christ seed, right? The Christ seed will have the Spirit, because the body is the churches. So whoever have the Spirit, he already know who he put the Spirit in. Okay? Let him hear. Let him hear. So let's go to Genesis. Let's take you all the way back to Genesis, right? Genesis 2. Genesis 2 and 9. And out of the ground made the maker power to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, these trees are a similitude of he's wet. The trees are a similitude of the people. The garden would be a representation of the house. Okay? Now, when he says this, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I was going to give to Israel. Tell my people. Who is his people? Everybody, wait, Israel his people, right? Okay. Okay. So we got that, right? What are the precept? Let's get this first before I get my precept. Let's get that precept. 16 and 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness. When ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends to mammon, to the friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much, and he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much. Right? If therefore ye have not been faithful in the unrighteous mammon, who will commit to your trust the true riches? Okay, this is what he says. So let's go to Matthew 10 and 36. Wait, let me start at 35. so we can get this understood of who's speaking right here. Who's speaking right here? For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. It's an ongoing thing. Okay? Hence the title, Family Feud. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, sis. That was the fourth book of Esdras. That was the fourth book of Esdras. Yeah, you already got this bad boy. I know you do. So let's go to Luke 10. Back in Luke 10. Luke 10, 18 through 19. And then I'm going to read Luke 9, 41 to 45. And then we're going to hop back to Mark 16, 18. Okay? And all this is precepting off of Wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to go back to that again after I precept Luke and Mark. Okay? So we're going to do this. Luke 10, 18 through 19. And he said unto them, behold, Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means, Salakia, hurt you. Okay? Nothing by any means shall hurt you. And 9:41 through 45. And it says this, and Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son hither. And as he was yet a coming, the devil threw him down and tear him. And Yahushua rebuked the unclean spirit and healed the child and delivered him again to his father. This is all metaphorically speaking. They put it in here as if this was a person that he did this to, or a child that he did this to. This is talking about us. Okay? This is how he renewed us in that time. The first Exodus, when we escaped out of Egypt, talking about. You know, when Joshua, in the book of Joshua, how he kept saying, sanctify, go sanctify yourself, or he had to circumcise. That circumcise is more than him just cutting off the foreskin of the penis. Okay? It was a spiritual thing of circumcision. And he says, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son hither. Okay? And we read that. And then he says in 43, and they were all amazed at the mighty power of the Most High. But while they wondered, every one at all things which Yahushua did, he said unto his disciples, let these sayings sink down into your ears. For the Son of Man shall be delivered into the hands of man. For the Son of Man, the curse is broke. For the Son of Man, right? For the Son of Man shall be delivered into the man's hands, right? I just went over this with my brother. Let me give you a clear distinction of who's talking and who did what. Now, when you go to Daniel chapter 3 and you read 24 and 25, this is how you will know. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astounded, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. The form, pay close attention, the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. So it's very funny how the Son of God and the Son of Man are not the same entity. It's not the same entity. We must recognize that right now. Right now. Or you will forever be duped, forever be lost, and you will be in the grasp of death. Only the Son of God, the Son of power, brings life. The Son of Man brings death. Get it? So he plagued, that was a plague. The Son of Man is a plague. This is how he was the successor of Moshe in prophecies, because these are his sayings, aka Joshua, Yahushua, not Jesus Christ. Okay? Let these sayings sink down into your ears, for the Son of Man shall be delivered to the hands of men. What did Christopher Columbus come over here doing in 1492? Who's the Son of Man? Christ. Christian. They were shoving Christianity down our throats. This is what he was saying. This is prophecy. Because he knew that we were going to go back. Oh, backsliding. He says in 41, oh, faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? So let's go to Mark. Precept in Luke 10, 18 through 19 about Satan, right? And how by no means he shall hurt you. Mark, this is why he tells us to fear not. Mark 16, but you seeing who the enemy is in real time. Because everything that they do is propaganda for fear. For fear. 16 and 18. And this is going to blow your minds right here. This is going to blow your minds. It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Now, before I go into the mind-blowing precept after this, get into the legend of the Jews, and it'll tell you detail for detail what he's talking about, even though it tells you in the Bible as well, in Psalms, about how the deadly serpent, Leviathan, how he breaks Leviathan in pieces. He says he does that for the saints. And we're going to eat them. Okay? That's what he meant by it's not going to hurt us. He going to bake them. You understand? This is the power that we're dealing with. 19 tells you this. And I don't know how. Well, I know how. Power, that's how. This just went right over everybody's head. Right over everybody's head. 19 says, so then after the Maker had spoken unto them, after the Maker had said this, Yahushua, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of power. What? Did it say he got hung on a tree or a cross and then went up? Did it say that? Did it say that Israel took him to the courts and hung him? Huh? Did it say that? Come on, man. So you go to Psalms 110, right? You go to Psalms 110, right? Go to Psalms 110. Go to Psalms 110. Precept this thing. Because all they're doing is telling you what already happened. They just made it their own. They just edited the story. That's all. That's all they did. Psalms 110. The Maker said unto my power. The Most High said unto my power. Okay. Let's read it how they put it, right? The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. Don't you know this is from the mouth of David? So let's go back on that. So David already know Yahushua, that Yahushua was already here before him. Yahushua was already here before David. Way before him. Who is Son of Man? Who created Son of Man? Son of Power is not the Son of Man. Okay? So, is that the wind again? They did not tell you. I never hear about Arizona having crazy wind. Some reason Arizona have insane wind. So let's go into the book of Matthew. You know? Let's go into the book of Matthew real quick, y'all. What they put in here? What they do, man? What did the brethren do for glory? What did they do? Let's see. Matthew 16 Matthew 16 and 23 through 28. Okay. And it reads this. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me. For thou savorest not the things that be of power, but those that be of men. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Let him deny himself. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here, which shall not taste of death, till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. They wanted you to believe that this was the prophecies now coming. No. This was prophecy in 1492. The Son of Man coming in his kingdom. That's who kingdom that we are in now. That's who kingdom we are in now. Right now. We are in the Son of Man's kingdom. Meaning this has already transpired. Once again, let me reiterate. This is how Joshua is the successor of Moshe in prophecies. How else would he be? If they took Sis said it did happen already. Also, you can precept it with the Gospel of Judas. And she reading the same thing I'm reading. This one, the second volume, is all right there. Just got to read with Mama, with the Ruach, man. He gave us the tools. There will be no excuse. There will be no excuse. He gave us the tools. So, this is him talking. How they perverse everything, and like he said, you perverse generation. Perverse. Look that word up. Perverse. And what did he say in Matthew 10 and 36? Your foes will be from your own household. Who would say such a thing? Maybe the one that was kicking them off the land. What you sis, what book is that you shared with Joshua kicking them off the land? What? Oh, you thought that was the Gentiles? He was, yeah, fool. Yeah, you were considered a Gentile. Whoever did not follow the ways of the Father, you are a Gentile. Period. Color do not matter. Period. If you do not follow the way in the will of the eternal Father, you are a Gentile. Yahweh Shai, the King, made that very clear. Very, very clear. So, he's telling you right here of the event that took place in 1492. And actually before that. Because it just didn't happen in that year. It was happening years before that and after. The bloodshed between two kingdoms. Even of the same house. We was fighting amongst ourselves before the brethren came back over and did what they did. We was already fighting amongst ourselves. This is how we brought it upon ourselves. And as you can clearly see, there is nothing new under the sun. Now, I can go to Matthew 19. 4 through 12. 19, 4 through 12, right? And he says, and he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? Just like in the book of Joshua, how he said, have you not read in the book of Joshua? 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore power have joined together, let no man put asunder. Okay. Then it says this, they say unto him, why did Moshe then command? Oh, this is beautiful. Oh man, I didn't stumble across something. Oh wow. Oh, Buka. Okay, I already know what I gotta do. Oh my goodness. So this is the marriage, right?
I know.
Remember what I just put down? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta put down right here. Remember what I put down the marriage? So he had me do this just the other day. The marriage. All right. So oh boy, we have no control at this point. No control. This is it's hilarious to me because I trust him blindly. So it's hilarious to me because I know I'm straight because I trust him blindly. So it says, they say unto him, why did Moshe then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? Right? He said unto them, Moshe, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committed adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doeth commit adultery. His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. Okay? Save they to whom it is given. First Chronicles or Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 7 and 32, or 7 and 2, Salakia. And it says this: nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every man and every woman have her own husband. Okay. So that's the basics, right? Nothing that power says has nothing to do. He's always talking spiritual, okay? Bigger than what we can comprehend, being in this mortal state. So this is what he says. Back to Matthew 19, and I'm going to 12. For there are some eunuchs, right, which were so born from their mother's womb. And there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of man. And there be eunuchs which had made themselves. Check this out, sis. Yup. Check this out, Lakeisha. Well, how long have we been talking about this right here? And I be telling people it blow their mind. I said he had me find this out a minute ago, and I shared this experience. I told my wife. Okay, this is the invasion he's giving you right here. This right here, what I'm reading to you, is the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay, he says, for there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, and there are some eunuchs which were made eunuchs of man. What I tell you about son of man. And there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. Made themselves like Yahushua did, like the king did. He made himself an angel. This form right here is considered that of an angel. Just a lower. Okay? Just a lower form of an angel. He says this: which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. Okay? Now it goes to 1 Corinthians 7 and 32, and it reads, but I would have you without carefulness. Yeah, but I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried carry it for the things that belong to the maker. How he may please the maker. But he that is married carry it for the things that are of the world. How he may please his wife. Okay, like I just said. So it's bigger. Okay? He's talking spiritual sense here. Because our power is not the power of confusion. Our Father is not the Father of confusion. The ones that did this Bible misinterpreted what our power was saying. We of the letter rain, we are here to interpret that correctly. This is what we're here for. Okay? I am of my power. And what he is saying is when you are married to anything of this world, meaning matters of fornication, which can be lust. You could be married to your lust. You could be married to your greed. You could be married to your envy. You could be married to any of these idolatry things. Okay? This is why I said you're going to be focused on the world. But he didn't let us be that. That's why we are the undefiled. Okay? Because we couldn't get gravitated to the things of the world. We don't hold on to it. This is how he kept us. This is how he kept his promise. Okay? When the rocks, what you say, sis? When rocks cry out, and to this day, it still continue. Shake my head. Yeah. Yup. Yup. When the rocks cry out. Yeah. So what you got going on here with the marriage? I'm gonna break down. It's so much he gave in this precept alone. What he gave. Okay. Eunuchs being angels. Okay. Oh, book. That's the name of the book. When the rocks cry out. About Josh, we got to get that. We got to get that. Okay. Thanks so much, sis. Thank you so much. Yeah. So he's talking about the angels here, right? Some born of man, some born of the Ruach HaKodesh. I'm going to say that again. Some born of man, some born of the Ruach HaKodesh. You're coming from the same kingdom of the king. Once again, since what is that in the book of Judas, the gospel of Judas? What did Yahweh Shai say to Judas? What did he say to Judas is? About when Judas said, I know where you came from, Barbelo, and you look that up on Google, they'll tell you that's the celestial mother's kingdom. So when he says, for there are some eunuchs which were so born from their mother's womb, the Ruach HaKodesh. It's a family affair, man. You think mama ain't mad about her children? You think mama ain't about to get her vengeance for her children? And then some born of man. Right. The fallen angels. Your foes are from the same household. Man, let's continue. Let's continue, man. Whoa. 14. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I done got a whole nother section right here. So 14, verse 14, I'm going to read 13 and then 14. And it says this, then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray. And the disciples rebuked them. Okay. The little children is the latter rain. This is why they are after the children. This is why they are after the baby. This is why they got these women in their ignorance saying It's my body. Yeah, abortion. It's my choice. It's my body. It was your choice to get knocked up too, fool. So you're going to rob that child for your selfishness, for your selfish needs? You should have thought of that before you got knocked up. Before you wanted to say, it's my body, it's my choice to have an abortion. These are all tactics of the wicked. Okay? The adversary of the Most High. Because they know the latter rain. They know the latter rain. They know what you don't know. Okay, so and that's why what with the whatchamacallit, what are they saying about women? How's leaving them sterile? All of it is an attack on the babes. But Yahushua says, suffer little children and forbid them not to come unto me. For of such is the kingdom, for of such is the kingdom, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Don't believe me? Let's go. What did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? Meaning it consists of the kingdom of heaven. For as such is the kingdom of heaven. It consists of heaven. The kingdom is the children. Right here. 8 and 2. I'm going to start at 1. O maker, our power, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength because of thy enemies, that thou mightest steal the enemy and the avenger. Okay? Out of the mouth of babes, he gave us strength. I would notice I have my own intimate personal experience to testify to this precept. Okay? So you go to Psalms 44. Psalms 44, right? Oh, first let me go to 1 Corinthians. Something in 1 Corinthians with that. So 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27 through 31. But power had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And power have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, right? Because everything went upside down in reverse. The wicked has become mighty, and the righteous has become weak. And base things of the world and things which are despised have power chosen. Yea, the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence, that no flesh shall glory in his presence. But of him are ye in Hamashiach Yahushua, who of power is made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption, that according as it is written, he that glorifieth, let him glory in the maker. let him glory in the king. Okay? Now, Psalms 44 says what? 44:16 says, for the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger. All this has come upon us, yet have we not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant. Right. How can we say this? Who's talking? The undefiled. We only haven't dealt falsely in his covenant because of him. He wasn't going to allow it. As for me and my house, we will serve the true and living power. Therefore, I put my name, I stand on that. And how this stupid thing stop flying in my face? Stupid little fly, little gnat thing. Trying to be a spy. This is how he kept us. This is how. So let's go to now we in the book. Let me go to Psalm 78 to precept Matthew 16. Psalm 78 says this. '58 through 72, and right here, okay, breaks down once again the invasion of Jerusalem, which will be here. Was he trying to suck on that pencil? Says this. Psalm 78, 58 through 72. For they provoked him to anger with their high places, and moved him to jealousy with their graven images. Okay, this is how Son of Man came with his kingdom. Who was the Son of Man? Wasn't he a graven image? Didn't he make a graven image? Okay. When Power heard this, he was wroth and greatly abhorred Israel. So that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men. Okay. Genesis 49:10 tells you all about Shiloh that you need to know. 61. And delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hand. His strength into captivity. What was his strength? Tells you in Psalms 60:7. Ephraim is the strength of my head. And Yahudah, my lawgiver. Judah, my lawgiver. So, and deliver his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hand. He gave his people over also unto the sword, and was wroth with his inheritance. The fire consumed their young men, and their maidens were not given to marriage. Their priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. Then the Maker awake as one out of his sleep, and like a mighty man that shouted by reason of wine, and he smote his enemies in the hinder parts. He put them to a perpetual reproach. Moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph and chose not the tribe of Ephraim, but chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. Okay, pause. What's happening right here is when they say, moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph and chose not to, this is when he gave over to the throne of David. But his people were who? Who was his people? He gave over, gave up. Let's go back up. Okay, let's go back up. When Power heard this, he was wroth and greatly abhorred Israel. Okay, greatly abhorred Israel. Ezekiel, and we know it, but I got to keep going so we can get what has transpired really in our head. 37:16, Ezekiel. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim. The stick of Ephraim is the stick of Joseph, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. All the house of Israel, his companions. Why is that not said for Judah? All is not there for Judah. Okay? So, another question that you must ask, that we must ask amongst ourselves, have it left the throne of Judah? Who's in rulership right now? Is the Judean rulership over? Why would he have to reiterate or say in Isaiah 9:6 that he will come and sit on the throne of David? Why would he say that? Doesn't it sound like he has to show who the boss is, who runs this whole thing? Because right now, all the children, majority of the Hebrews believe and only in King David. Okay, yeah, just take it away from him. Okay, y'all following me? Am I losing anybody? But chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. Okay? And he put, and they know they can say that, right? This is where the confusion come in at is, yeah, he loved Judah. He loved, that's where he dwells. Okay? But where did he sit in his right hand? Who did he choose for an inheritance? Through his right hand. It just told you. And he built his sanctuary like high places, like the earth which he had established forever. He chose David, also his servant, and took him from the sheepfold. From following the ewes, great with young, he brought him to feed Jacob his people. Jacob his people, and Israel his inheritance. Now, now, something is telling me that they put Jacob there instead of Joseph. Or it could read Jacob his people, and Israel, aka Ephraim, his inheritance. You see? Because Jacob would be his people, his brethren, and Israel his inheritance. Ephraim and all of Israel, Yasharon his inheritance. So he fed them according to the integrity of his heart, according to the integrity of his heart, and guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. Who teaches his hands to war? Didn't David tell you that? Who was valiant in war? David said he taught my hands to war, to fight. Who would teach you that? The one that is known as the mighty conqueror. That's who would teach you that. What house did he come to? Ephraim. Yahushua. The Most High is saying, let's get to it. It's doing it. It's because 60:7. Psalms. Gilead is mine. Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of my head. Yahudah is my lawgiver. Okay? Yahudah. What is the house of Yahudah? The Levites is in the house of Yahudah. Numbers. Now we're going to go to Numbers 20. Back to the Old Testament. And I want 12 and 13. Numbers 12 and 13. And then 21 through 29. And it says this. We're in the book of Numbers. And the Maker spake unto Moshe and Aaron, because ye believe me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Yasharon. Therefore, ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of Meribah, or Meribah. However you want to pronounce that, don't hold me. Because the children of Yasharon strove with the Maker, and he was sanctified in them. Okay? They strove with the Maker, and he was sanctified in them. Okay? Okay. Let's go now to 21. Yeah. 21 to 29. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, remember that all, Ephraim and all of Israel, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor. And the Maker spake unto Moshe and Aaron on the Mount Hor by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Yasharon, because ye rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah, against my word at the water of Meribah. Ye rebelled against my word. What did the brethren do? What did they expose? Who is his word? Don't John? They took it all what was supposed to be known as the Old Testament in the New. So what is his word? Let's get that established. So there'll be no excuse. I'm going to leave no excuse. No excuse. What is his word? Right? What is his word? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with power, and the word was power. Okay? The same was in the beginning with power. In the beginning. Get it? So they telling on themselves right here. What is Jesus Christ in? All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made with that was made. Okay? So let's go back. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with power. Now, when it's saying in the beginning here, it's not talking about the beginning. It's talking about the beginning of all of this. Okay? Once again, let me go back and recommend once again the Legend of the Jews. Because the creation, from the creation to Jacob, the creation tells you about the alphabet. So you get a greater understanding with the words. The words. We are nothing but words. Conscience. Okay? We are like unto him. If he made us in his image and likeness, we are a word also like him, like our king. We are nothing but words. And whatever word that we are, that he has made us, we must stand on that word. Okay? Just like he does. And it says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with power, and the word was power. Why? Because like I read, okay, in this pseudepigrapha, okay, and Metatron, where he tells you how his son is just the lesser him. It's the lesser him. So he is like unto the Father. This is who he's talking about now. So let's go back to Numbers 24 when he says And Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Yasharon, because ye rebelled against my word at the water. Right. Of course, it'll be Aaron to rebel against the teachings of Yahweh Shai. Right. So we're going all the way back to Matthew 10 and 36. What did he say? That's what we're going back to. Rebelling against the true doctrine, against the Torah. This is how Son of Man came about. So when you go to Exodus 17 and 7, it tells you how this is where they rebel. Behold, I'm going to start at 6. 17, Exodus 17 and 6 through 7. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moshe did so in the sight of the elders of Yasharon. And he called the name of the place Meshah and Meribah, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the maker, saying, is the maker among us or not? Right? So, and then it says, then came Amalek and fought with Yasharon and Raphadim. And Moshe said unto Yahweh Shai, choose us out men. Choose us out men. This is what Moshe is saying unto Yahweh Shai, unto Joshua. Choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of power in my hand. Gotta see it, man. Gotta see it. So let's go Deuteronomy 32. You know he's gonna run past Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32 and 44 and 52, right? And it says this. And Moshe came and spake all the words of the song in the ears of the people. He and Hoshea, the son of Nun. Now, it's already clear, right? It's already clear. It's already clear that the name Joshua is in here from Exodus throughout, right? So why in the world are they messing with the name Joshua, even saying Hoshea, the son of Nun? Hoshea, right? The son of Nun. And then right here it says a little, you see that? It says, or Joshua right there. You see that? Or Joshua. You see that? Right there. Or Joshua. You see that? son of none. Why they gotta mess with that? Did that make any sense to you? Why would they have to do such things? All we got to do is think. That's all the brethren got to do. The ones that still believe in the crucifixion story. The truth is right here. He's here. Literally, he's here. And then it says, and Moshe made an end of speaking all these words to all Israel, to all Israel. And he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to observe to do all the words of this law. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life. Because he brung life when he came, just like he's coming to bring life again to his chosen, to his people. He's coming to do it again. And through this thing ye shall prolong your days in all the land, whether ye go over Jordan to possess it. And the Maker spake unto Moshe that self same day, saying, get thee up unto this mountain Abiram, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho. And behold, the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Yasharon for a possession. And died in the mount whither thou goest up, and be gathered unto the people, unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people, sleeping with the fathers. So he didn't die, he got transcended up to his fathers. That's what Yahweh Shah said to him. So you got that, right? And before I continue on, because I'm everywhere right now, let's go back. I want to go back and we were on the marriage. We were on the marriage, right? We were on the marriage, about to build a divorcement, right? Let me go to Isaiah. First, let me reread Matthew 19 and verse 7. They said unto him, why did Moshe then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? He said unto them, Moshe, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. Okay? So that's what we going off of right there. So let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. And we want Isaiah 50, right? Isaiah 50 tells you this. Thus says the Maker, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? Or which of your creditors is to whom I have sold you? Behold, For your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgression is your mother put away. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy 24 and 1. And it reads this: Deuteronomy 24 and 1, the precept Isaiah 50 and 1. And I'm going to read down to 8. So verse 1 through 8, Deuteronomy 24. When a man had taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he had found some uncleanliness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand, and send her out of his house. Okay. Verse 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter, catch the latter, catch the latter, okay? And if the latter husband hate her and write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send it her out of his house, or if the latter husband die and or if the latter husband die, catch the metaphor in the subliminal, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Maker. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Maker thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. When a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he had taken. No man shall take neither or the upper millstone to pledge, for he taketh a man's life to pledge. Now, let me go back to 5. Okay? Let me go back to 5. Am I still good on the 2? Let me go back to 5. When a man had taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he had taken. Okay, so what I get from this precept is 1,000-year reign. For 1,000 years, this is 1 day to the Almighty. And he will be with his bride, healing his bride. I'm going to say that again. The new bride, the new covenant. Okay? Which is seconds away from now. Okay? Which is seconds away. When a man had taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he had taken. Okay? So that's what I get. That's what I get. You know? But let me continue. No man shall take the neither or the upper millstone to pledge, for he taketh a man's life to pledge. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Yasharan, he make it merchandise of him, or selleth him. Let me read that again. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Yasharan, and make it merchandise of him, or sell it him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put evil away from among you. Who's talking here? Y'all better read the story of Joseph, man. Read the story of Joseph, man. This is not the only time you will hear this. This is an ongoing thing in the Bible. I'm going to precept that. Let me finish. This is verse 8. Take heed in the plague of leprosy, that thou observe diligently, and do according to all that the priests, the Levites, shall teach you, as I commanded them, so ye shall observe to do. Okay? Watch this. Watch this. So, let me read 7 again, verse 7. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Yasharan, and make it merchandise of him, or sell it him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put evil away from among you. Okay, let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 50. Let's go to Psalms 50. I'm going to start at 14. Offer unto power thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. Okay? I'm going to read it again so you know who's speaking. Who is power? Power is Yahweh Shai. Offer unto power thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Yes. Okay? And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked power said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hast hated instruction, and casted my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentedst with him. Okay. Who is talking here? When thou sawest a thief, y'all politic among each other. Who is he talking to? Who is the audience right here? Let's go back to Matthew 10 and 36. From his own household is he addressing. Okay? From his brethren. Okay? And has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. Thou slanderest, y'all slandered, okay, your own mother's son. Who's speaking? Who did this event happen to? Who did this event happen to? These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Who's talking, man? Who's talking? What you boys doing, man? So we're gonna go from precepting from Deuteronomy 32, 45, and 52. Now we're going to Acts 7. Acts 7, 37 and 38. Matthias, get out. And it says this. Acts 7, 37 and 38. I'm going to read 36. He brought them out. After that, he showed wonders and signs in the land of Egypt and in the Red Sea and in the wilderness 40 years. This is that Moshe which said unto the children of Yasharan, a prophet shall the maker your power raise up unto you, okay, of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear. With that precept, go with me. Okay, who's this prophet? Was it not Yahushua? Didn't Moshe give Yahushua charge? Okay. Hebrews 3 and 3. Or 3 on down. I'm gonna go. Wherefore, holy brother and partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle, the high priest of our profession, Hamashiach Yahushua, who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moshe was faithful in all his house. Get that. What we got in his hand? Take it out of his hand. Yeah. Throw that away. Okay, Salaki. So, take away the bag from him. Who was faithful to him that appointed him, as also Moshe was faithful in all his house, right? For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moshe, inasmuch as he who had built the house had more honor than the house. For every house is builded by some man, but he that built all things is power. So why you got all, get it? All, take Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Yasharan. For every house is builded by some man, but he that built all things is power. And Moshe verily was faithful in all his house. In all his house. Power's house. Yahushai's house. Okay? And Moshe verily was faithful in all his house, as a servant for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken after. But Hamashiach as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of hope firm unto the end. So that's why you see in 37, this is why you see this. This is that Moshe which said unto the children of Yasharan, a prophet, shall the maker your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me, he shall ye hear. Let's go. When he says like unto me, keep in mind as well Matthew 19, verse 12. Okay, with the like unto me. For a second, Edges 14 in the Apocrypha says that, for thou shalt be taken away, verse 9, for thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended. What he say? Like unto me. The maker your power raised up unto you of your brethren, like unto me, him shall ye hear. Okay? This is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel, which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers, who received the lively oracles to give unto us, to whom our fathers would not obey, but thrust him from them, and in their hearts turned back again into Egypt. In their hearts. Have that changed? Okay. So from Acts, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy. Back to the book of Deuteronomy. Back to the book of Deuteronomy. 18. Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18 and 15. And it says this: the maker of thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken. Was he talking about all the way? Come on, man. This transpired right after Moshe, who took the reins. The one that was prophesied about, who the old prophets before Moshe prophesied about. Okay? They want you to believe that he came in the New Testament. Ben came, man. He been came. So 19 and 19, 3 and 4. Exodus 19, 3 and 4. I'm going to start at 1. In the third month, when the children of Yasharan were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they unto the wilderness of Sinai, for they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. And Moshe went up unto power, and the Maker called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. To the house of Jacob and to the children of Israel. Okay, we already know what's up. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings and brought you unto myself. So with that, I put down John John 1 and 17. That precept, John 1 and 17. Right. For the law was given by Moshe, but grace and truth came by Yahushua Hamashiach. Right. Because Exodus 20 and 1 tells you, and power spake all these words, saying, I am the maker thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other powers before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Okay, so did not Yahushua ended the covenant with these exact same sayings? That was this. To finish up on that, we'll be diving into next, most High willing, and to finish up on that marriage and the new marriage, just go to Zechariah 3 on down. Okay? Zechariah 3 on down. We're going to be going back into, most High willing, Moshe in the wilderness. And I want to get back into the story of Joseph. We're going to dive into that too, most High willing. And a little special up out of here, of course. We everywhere with it, man. We everywhere with it. Okay? All praises, glory, and honor goes to the eternal Father through his beloved Son, our King, our merciful King. And honor, of course, to our beautiful and lovely mother, the Ruach HaKodesh, who do more than what we can fathom for us, the Holy Spirit, to keep us right, until the great archangel, the great prince, who stands for his people, Michael, giving him honor as well for all the hard work that he put in. Okay? And I want to thank y'all, whoever is tuning in. Like I said, I hope this lesson was edifying. It's Brother Nehemiah coming back at y'all again. And we close, man. We close. I'm going to go into more. He's revealing himself, who he is, more and more. That was just a little peek at what I gave y'all of what he's revealing to me. And if I'm a vessel, if I'm a vessel to be used, I'm trying to take full advantage to do the Most High's will, man, for his people, because his people is my people. So, with all of that, I want to say to y'all, love, peace, light. Let's keep initiating the flames of life, man. Keep your flames up. Keep your flame up. The time is nigh. We're almost there. Our salvation is near than what we can perceive. Okay? Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.